best
This is the
to do a good show, to make sure it's entertaining for the people, and y'all make fun of me because I'm not a fucking crazy crack addict. Fuck all y'all.
just
Shut
seeing
the hell up!
watch the review of us, and y'all understand why the Earth is not flat. It's actually very, very thick and round and plumperous and juicy like a pear.
It's a thick ass Earth, people. It's a thick ass Earth.
I
This is a
actually
thick
hate
ass
all
chat.
of you right now.
So
How are you guys doing today? Oh
I
my
hate
goodness.
Hush up, Penelope.
Sorry, Alan. Alan, I'm gonna be apologizing a lot today. I'm just gonna let you know.
Alan, there's a little
I
bush.
don't accept your apologies.
Alan, there's a little
Why
bush
not?
up. We're gonna get rid of that little bush because there's no mistakes in art. Just happy little
I'm
accidents.
not Bob Ross.
You certainly are not, sir. People, yeah, it's that. Well, I mean, okay, it's the chat attack, but I'm used to saying the midnight chat attack. We still got the M over here and everything too. I'm fucking up, but you know what? The M stands for multimedia. Julian was using that last week. I'm gonna steal that from him.
He wouldn't
Absolutely.
stop. Don't give him anything. Don't fucking justify his bullshit.
I'm gonna steal from him. No, I'm stealing that fucking idea. Multimedia chat attack. Yep, that's what we are for till next week. But for now, though, yeah, as you guys can see, it's a chat attack. It's not the midnight anymore because we changed things. And for SoundCloud, yes, Ganja, I'm gonna put this on SoundCloud this time because I'm gonna actually do what the fuck I'm supposed to do. SoundCloud, how you guys doing? Thank you guys for watching yet again. Or not watching, you're listening. You should be fucking watching. You should be going to the chat attack on fucking Twitch
Yeah,
and on
except
Facebook.
for you, Josh, who called us out for swearing. You a bitch.
Wait, you still remember his name?
I'll
Yeah.
never forget it.
Josh,
Jesus.
apparently
I'm still
Alan got
mad.
your number and he's gonna come after you, bro.
It's been, I don't know how many months it's been, but when I read that comment, I was just mad.
Yeah, I know you're mad, dude. It's just not. You shouldn't be that mad.
Alan's about to pull a fucking Jay and Silent Bob, buy a plane ticket to this motherfucker's house, kick down to open the door, and fucking busting down with a SWAT gear. I don't know how he's gonna do it, and just come in, surprise, motherfucker! We're here in the chat, attacking your ass. How you like me cursing now, motherfuckers? He's being his, just being.
Back his ass. Fuck you, you fucking bitch.
Adrian over here in the YouTube chat. Hey there. I don't know why you're not with the rest of the people on Facebook and everything, but that's cool because YouTube's always good to stay on too. Phantom D saying, aka BBM. We're only gonna remember him by BBM, like forever. I don't know.
Because we're not gonna say it's what BBM actually stands for.
Yeah, it's just it's weird. Like, hey, thank you for watching, you broke black man. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I mean that offensively. But anyways, Jet, how you doing? I accidentally put your avatar up there for no reason. She's gone. She's dead.
Wow. Okay, so
She's absolutely gone. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was playing with Snapchat some more. This Snapchat shit is fire.
no, we're not bringing that up because
no.
we almost
Yeah.
broke up our relationship today.
Yeah, Ganja got his ass in trouble trying to fuck a female Alan.
Okay, so y'all know on the show that I'm always trying to fuck Alan. Always. I've been after.
I
This
really wish you'd stop.
I've been after this booty since what, 2017, early 2016, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a joke even between my girl now that we joke about how I want to fuck Alan. And today we were fucking with the female version of Snapchat. And Alan, you look like a fine bitch. And I had joked to say I hit that because in my mind I'm like, okay, it still passes because it's still Alan. Wrong move.
Yeah, definitely
do
wrong
that.
move. It's not the best thing to do.
Yeah, because then it becomes real. It
It's
becomes
not real though.
It is real though.
No, Ganja, Alan, you had to realize, like, we both know Ganja pretty well. Ganja is a motherfucker that when he says certain things, you can tell when they're like disingenuous and not. He meant every word that he'd beat them cheeks, and he'd beat them hard. Like, he really wants some of that shit, which is fine. I said the same thing too, except I prefaced it with like, yeah, like, if I was single, I would definitely beat them cheeks. So yeah, I was being very, very smart, Alan. Unlike Ganja Guru over here, but it's all good. Ganja Guru's still alive. He's not dead yet. He didn't get stabbed or whatever the fuck.
I love her very much, and I'm sorry.
But yeah, and I think everyone like Adrian's saying, "What the fuck's happening?" No, this is the thing that's happening on Refugees Spill, Children of the Toast, everywhere.
So the preface, basically, what's going on is that a new Snapchat filter basically has it so that if you're you can either look like a dude or look like a woman. So if you're a guy, like, hey, there's the Snapchat filter that kind of makes you look like a woman. And Gon just said a picture of what he did in the chat, and we're all kind of laughing, going, man, it looks identical to you, except with like fucking eyeliner and lipstick, no fucking changes. And we're all just joking around, messing around. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Let me do it. So I fucking get it, and like it's able to get the fucking hair right and the eyes, but because I have so much fucking facial hair, like my mouth is fucking blurred out, and I send it, and God's first fucking words like I'd hit that, and it just fucking set an explosion of fucking for like an hour. That's before Nick even fucking popped in of just Gods and girls are being mad at him. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, pretty much, man. I know JP is in the chat too. He's like, "Hello, fellow crazy people." It's like, yeah, man, we are definitely some crazy motherfuckers. You would think that like all that shit that happened today could have easily been a great show if we just like live streamed the fact that you guys were just fucking yelling with each other and flirting with each other. But no, people, that was happening while we're not live. It's crazy all the time.
There's
in
a
the
lot
chat.
of stupid shit that happens when we were live. We were trying to get Ganja to fucking install a fucking game on his computer, and
Oh,
me, Trey,
God.
and Nick were trying to walk him through. Like that was the most frustrating experience of your life. And like the best way to sum this up: imagine trying to teach your grandma how to use Facebook.
Yeah, which honestly, it was worse than that. I mean, like he's being nice by saying that shit. Ganja, what do you have like an actual reason, by the way? Not trying to like call you out or talk shit or anything. I'm not trying to be an asshole with this, but like, why do you not understand technology as much? Is there a particular reason why?
I just never really needed to fuck with it until I got older, and when I possibly got around this age, like it's already too late. A lot of stuff you guys know comes from you guys been fucking around since middle school and high school. Around that time, I was just running around and just doing my hood wannabe
It's
gangster
too
bullshit.
late. You're
So-
25.
When it comes to like the tech stuff, like all the stuff that I'm learning now is stuff you should have learned when you were 15 or 16. So I'm just constantly doing catch up.
Ganja, learning the difference between right and left mouse button is not something that you only should have learned 10 years ago for you.
Look, one day I'm gonna understand the difference between that and my left and right nut. But on that day, I will keep you noticed.
Really
You know
quick,
your
Ryan,
left
watch this-
from right?
Yes,
No,
Are you
right?
sure?
No, you
Right?
do not.
and left.
No, I know,
Okay.
but when we were like helping you out with shit, we're like, dude, click on the thing on the left. You would go straight up to the right, dude. Like it'd be like, what the fuck?
I don't
Okay,
know
now
why,
what-
man. There's like a disconnect in my fucking brain right here that it just goes, fuck it.
At what fucking point, like Nick's like, fucking click on there, do right click, and then I see it clicking. I'm like the other one.
Yeah, he goes the other right.
That is so embarrassing.
Hello, my name is
Pretty much.
Guru, and I don't know how to type.
Ryan
It's like,
Walterson. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What's up? No, you go. You go.
No, because I was gonna move things along really quick, and I actually wanted to ask Ryan Walterson, not to make fun of somebody again, but he's saying, fun fact: the director of Detective Pikachu, Rob Letterman, also directed the No Joke, or what is it? Yeah, No Joke Academy Award nominated DreamWorks film Shark Tale.
Oh
But the thing is,
God.
I don't know why. Like the way he wrote that, anybody else in this chat, I would say, oh, okay, copy paste that from IMDb or some trivia thing. Ryan actually talks like that. Like you guys don't know Ryan like we do because we hang out in the after hours and everything. Ryan literally talks like a fucking Google search like recipient
Oh.
thing.
You guys want to have a good fucking time? Talk to Ryan about VeggieTales. Like,
Yes.
At one point, it got brought up randomly, and we're like, everyone's kind of like, they know VeggieTales, but no one really sat down and watched it. And we're just making fun of it. And he's dropping knowledge. Like, he knows the names of all the fucking vegetables. He knows the theme song by heart. He's like, of course the show's half an hour. Did you know the theme song's something about half an hour in the theme song? I'm like, dude, is this your favorite animated feature? No. I barely know anything about it. I'm like, no, you're lying.
Yeah, you barely know
You know
anything
too
about
much.
it. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, it's he knows as much about VeggieTales as I know about wrestling. And like, by the way, I'm passionate about fucking wrestling. Yet this dude doesn't give a fuck about VeggieTales. Knows every goddamn thing about it. It's crazy.
You know?
No,
Like-
VeggieTales knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, man.
That's good because I don't know.
Y'all joking, but I went back and actually went and watched an episode of VeggieTales after
Why?
that. Because I actually remember it fondly. I remember it being like a 4 or 5 year old with my fucking little Lunchable meal, setting it
yesterday.
up, fuck you. But setting it up and watching the VeggieTales and just learning about God, Jesus, and all that shit that I would eventually come out against. And I obviously viciously hate in my future years. But at the time, it was perfect. It was just the right moment for ganja. But I watched the one of the Liar Weed, I think it's called, and it's with Larry Guy or Larry Superhero Fucker. I don't know what it is, but it's basically the parody of Batman for the kids that believe in Christ. And he uses like Bible verses, the power of Christ, and good faith, and the way of treating people like in the way of Christ would, quote unquote, to beat this rumor weed. Because what the rumor weed is doing is making everybody lie on each other and spread rumors in order to grow and to eventually take over the world. Because apparently that's the goal, is to just take over the world to spread more rumors. And it's just a bunch of songs and like shitty ass 3D animation, even for the time. I passed out halfway through. I didn't even give it a chance. Like I'm never gonna watch that series again, possibly.
Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. This shit's fucking weird. Like, I don't know why you even gave that shit a chance. But Ryan Walterson knows a lot of things about it. I don't know if it's because this is
It's his
so
favorite show,
bad.
man.
Say what?
It's his favorite show. We've admitted that. It is Ryan's favorite show is VeggieTales.
No, you're gonna piss him off. He's like, hey, listen, I didn't say that officially, you motherfucker.
I'm sorry, man. That guy talked about that shit for an entire episode. Like 30 minutes of the fucking after hours was Ryan talking about VeggieTales. That's like me saying, "Oh, I don't like the John Wick movies." Like, motherfucker.
And by the way, we were going to talk about John Wick tonight too, but the thing is, I'm not going
Look
to.
at this shit. Look at the next fucking thing he posts. Damn, Nick showing the season 1 intro. Animation got better in the 2000s and so on. Like, come on.
Ryan, you are not helping your case, brother.
Oh, and by
my
the way,
God.
Kirk is saying, how dare I stream at the same time the Excellence is. You know what? Actually,
Who?
yeah, no, Sammy. The thing is, I think he's doing the Midnight Excellence, which is at the same time as we do our show. We're not the Midnight anything anymore. But I stole the idea from him, by the way. I totally did. I just changed time around or whatever.
Oh, is he streaming? Is he streaming on Twitch as a video game streamer?
Yeah. No, he's doing the exact
Oh,
same
did-
thing now. Where basically.
Did he lose all of his friends and become a racist like he said in that one fucking post about a year back?
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
Wait,
I'll
hold on,
never
what?
forgive him for that shit.
Yeah, he was talking about video game streamers and video gamers in general, saying that they're all racist and they hate women and all that shit. So
Yeah, because
I mean, most of them do.
No, because basically his post like, oh, if you like video games, that means you have no fucking friends, no life prospects, you're a fucking loser and a racist. And it's
Well,
like,
I mean, he was talking about himself, really.
yeah,
Like,
which
All right,
is evident.
Let's not pretend it's not like a quarter of the population that's like that.
okay, but the thing is, he didn't stick to it because about fucking like an hour later, when everyone's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you insulting an entire genre of entertainment? You psychopath! He fucking deletes it. Goes, guys, it was just a joke. No, it fucking was it. You typed in like 2 fucking paragraphs of fucking text hating this entire fucking genre because you don't know anything about it.
Well, all I know is a quarter of y'all are some sinful bastards, but the rest of y'all are pretty cool and just fine people. Got maybe a little social awkward, but most of y'all just got some good hearts. And just want to hang around and be friends.
Yeah, no, but it's just one of those things. It's just funny that like if you guys know us for a very long time, and most of you guys in the chat right now know actually, we've known you for a very, very long time. It's just kind of odd that now it's called the Midnight Excellence, and it comes on exactly
The
same
midnight.
time
Wait,
as
is it called the Midnight Excellence? What?
Yeah, it's been that way for like the last couple of months.
No,
which is-
no, you're kidding me.
no, I'm not.
I don't believe it's called the Midnight Excellence.
It really is.
So about that idea, I'm putting this one on SoundCloud.
Whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah, no, your mic fucked up big time, dude. Aw, he's gone. Wait, what the hell, Ganja?
Jesus Christ, stop talking.
Damn it!
That
What's
was
he-
the fuck was that?
I think God is dying here.
My ears.
What happened?
Rip, like there's a large like fucking sharp sound in it, and it took out Gandhi in one hit KO.
Yeah, I was like, why is he acting so crazy?
That
He was
motherfucker's dead.
like, no. God, you.
Outside.
That was some funny ass shit. Cause you could easily see Gandhi basically get taken out like his headphones was super fucking effective. It took him out in one fucking hit.
It was like that shit with Venom. Like anything really loud, like makes it go, oh fuck.
Yo, I'm usually deaf. That shit pierced through that fucking layers of earwax before my eardrum.
You
That
got
shit
fucking
was
ears.
powerful.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck it was.
No, but when I said we're really gonna put this one up on SoundCloud after that one.
no, I don't
Well,
care.
we might edit that part out.
we might.
Hey, Chad, why don't you tell us if you think we should edit that part out for SoundCloud? But it's up to y'all.
I like how you say that. Meanwhile, the chat's like, soon as that's a copyright.
yeah, I fucking wish we could. No, but the thing is, it's funny. Like, most of you guys too. Like Gary streams as well, Julian streams, and it's like this community. I like to say that we're really based on just being creative and doing our own shit and putting our own twists on certain things. It's just funny that one particular person that some of us have an issue with literally stole another fucking podcast name that wasn't even a good name to begin with. It's just like
Again,
you can keep
like, yeah, fucking Kirk's calling me out. It's like Nick's usually the one talking shit about Sammy, then he just fucking heard me blow up about him.
Yeah, no, it's just the guy's an asshole, and it's hey, you guys already know this, but Kirk, I promise though I did not know he was gonna be on. But yeah, definitely make sure to tell him that I'm talking shit about him too. That'll be really nice for me. But anyways, aside from that though, we do guys show to do, and won't be video game stuff. Usually do those on Thursdays, Fridays, and man, almost every. It's like the new rinse I hang out, Alan. Like we do game shows like all the fucking time.
No,
now.
we're not canceled.
Why you gotta talk shit? I'm gonna bring it back.
Easily. Really? You would say
Because
that?
our video game show got canceled.
It didn't get canceled. It got rebranded.
So y'all, there was a show every Friday on this Facebook channel. Y'all remember? It was called the Untitled Video Game Show. So
And it was glorious.
It's the thing now we do. It's a new game show every Thursday, and it has a different title. So I would assume just from the amount of change that happened. Oh, and Nick hosting it now. So I'm just gonna assume the amount of change shows that our previous iteration of this got canceled like a motherfucker.
Look,
Alan's
It got rebranded.
deep resentment that he doesn't want to believe it.
look.
Are we still doing a video game show? Do we still have the same cast? Are we still playing video games on the show?
No.
Look, Okay, the new American Dragon was technically the same as the old American Dragon, but it was different because
Yeah, but
the
it
kids
sucked.
animation and the new writers sucked.
But the new fucking show doesn't suck.
I'm sorry,
Julian, thank
gotcha.
you. Julian, thank you. We were canceled, Alan. Canceled.
Man, Joey just likes to talk shit because I'm fucking speaking. You think it got rebranded?
Ruthless just talking shit too. He's like, no, y'all got canceled. No, you guys didn't. No.
Ruthless has been saying that forever. He just likes giving me shit.
No, you didn't get canceled, but you definitely got shot
How
in the
did we
fucking
get
head.
canceled? We're still doing the same show. We have almost the exact same acronym. The same people are still a part of it. We just rearrange a few things.
Y'all got canceled like My Precious Anime Night, JP.
He'll never let that go. Yeah, no, that straight got canceled. Like the ringside hangout.
No, that everything else got like a little bit ceremoniously, or we were trying to make it better, or trying to work around it. Anime Night was literally just fucking like,
Oh my God.
we took behind the
Get a
shit
new mic.
and just shot that motherfucker.
Ganja, every time you bring this up, you know that it makes me the villain, right? It makes me the
Yeah.
asshole. Well, why
Just
do
a
you do
little bit.
that?
Just a little bit.
You fucker. Just like-
Also, is my mic that bad?
yeah, your mic
It's been
keeps
fucking
fucking
up.
popping
But-
hard, dude.
Rebranded.
Thank you. No, I definitely agree with Alan here, and I did tell him this, so we're all good. I mean, it was definitely rebranding. Ganja though, for some reason, I mean, guys, you heard the mic. You know, if he was hosting right now, he would kill everybody. He just that mic.
All that smoke finally killed Ganja's mic.
Well, and apparently, if I was hosting, it'd be boring the fuck out of y'all.
Oh, okay, we don't mean it's boring, Alan. And but you gotta try more
Bullshit! Now
times.
motherfuckers are going low tone.
In the very beginning of the show, guys, if you guys rewind this show, we're making fun of Alan's voice because on other podcasts, he does this thing where he's very professional, but it sounds funny coming from him because he's usually screaming.
I would like to know if my mic is working a lot better now.
It's
Oh my
working
God, I'm
very,
gonna
very good.
fucking oh god damn it.
So I can continue to do the show and teach you guys about, fat ass Earth theory.
Well,
Thick
there's
ass.
a reason I stopped the Birdman reviews fucking show because it sucked.
Oh no, it did not suck, man. Why do you do that?
I fucking
You're
hated
fishing for
that.
compliments right now. That's what you're doing.
I fucking
Yeah.
hated that goddamn show. That shit was awful.
No, I could tell you didn't hate it. I honestly, and you're like one of the best reviewers. Like tonight when we do a flexing show, like you're a much better reviewer than me. And that's a nice thing to say too. Birdman reviews were trash, guys. Anyways, stay tuned for later on while I review some
No,
shit.
Birdman reviews were trash for a specific reason because I was sitting there talking to the fucking wind. I work better when y'all motherfuckers are halfway interrupting my bullshit.
Or even one of us guys. Which, by the way, where they can find you on oneofus.net now.
Yes, one of us.
I feel
no, just
natural. I
fucking-
just wanted to go for it. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, just fucking Julie threw me off with some stupid bullshit because he writes everything in all caps. But
Jesus Christ.
oh, but basically, yeah, oneofus.net. Just go there, go to Screener Squad. I'm doing a lot of stuff on there, doing a lot of reviews. We just something just got posted the other day. Knocked down the house. It's a Netflix documentary about Ganja's favorite politician, AOC. There's a lot of stuff with the Gotham podcast, which finished up last week. We finished up that shit. There's also the Game of Thrones cast, which we're probably gonna do another episode in the next couple of days. So be sure to check that out.
Yeah, man, definitely check that out. And the only reason I'm bringing this up now is because we're definitely gonna be doing some reviews tonight, and that's pretty much an easy segue for me to do. Is the fact that, like, yeah, tonight I didn't get to watch Pokemon Detective Pikachu. By the way, I like how the name of the movie is literally called Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
That actually
That's
threw me
kinda-
off a little bit when I saw it
Yeah.
in theaters. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because I thought the Pokemon part was supposed to be like the equivalent to the Marvel logo. Like, it's not called Marvel Avengers.
It is called Marvel's Avengers, though.
No, it is, for real?
Yeah, they literally call it Marvel's Avengers Endgame. Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid. That's like over branding, dude. Like, that's too much.
No, that's the brand there. It's like DC's Justice League. Like that's kind of how you brand things.
But no one calls Justice League
AMC's
DC's
The Walking Dead.
No one. Oh, dude, you know no one calls that
Oh
show.
come on,
AMC's
it's
The
literally
Walking
called
Dead.
AMC's The Walk. Dude, it's literally like they literally thought last time on AMC's The Walking Dead. Come on.
They haven't done that. See, this is why I get mad at you and the What's in the Box boys because y'all don't watch shit no more. They haven't done that in 2 fucking years.
They still did that for a long time. So 2 years out of fucking 9, man. It's still
Jesus.
they've done that for a long time.
Jesus. But here's the thing, though. We're gonna
Yeah,
talk more about
fucking
other.
BBM calls it the fucking AMC's The Walking Dead.
Well, BBM is not broke and he's not black no more.
Okay, we'll call him PBM. Hey, black man.
Oh no. Phantom Desane. I'm just gonna call him Fandom. I like Fandom. That's a good word. But he says, "Did you catch up with Hunter x Hunter?" Actually, I did not. It's Hunter. By the way, Jet will definitely get mad and be like, "No, it's Hunter, motherfucker." But no.
Weebs.
Where are we at in Hunter Jet?
Right before the York New Arc.
Okay.
Actually, we are on the York New Arc.
Hey, what the fuck is
New
that?
York,
What?
York.
No,
going to New York?
New.
Narf.
Yeah, it's just New York backwards. York
Mhm.
New.
But yeah, no. So yeah, that show I really like, but I kind of forgot what the fuck's going on there because we watched Mob Psycho 200. I guess they're calling it now, right?
No, still Mob Psycho 100.
Okay, well, season 2 of that. I don't know. It's weird because we go through like my anime list when I update my shit. It's like hard to find what the fuck I'm watching because it's like Mob
Yeah.
Psycho 102, Mob Psycho 100.2. Like I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like can't they write the shit right?
Oh, you should be a fucking Kingdom Hearts fan and try to follow that stupid bullshit.
Oh yeah, 1.5, 1.2.5, 132.
Hey, look,
They
all you
fucking-
gotta do is carry the fraction divided by 2, and you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Kingdom
they
Hearts
fucking-
90210.
They fucking name their games after iOS updates.
Yeah, no shit. It's like a firmware update, but yeah, it's a whole fucking actual release. It's ridiculous.
Kingdom Hearts 1.02, fucking Jelly Bean.
they patched the whole entire game, y'all. But anyway, so yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing that. But before we do that, we gotta do some other movie talk news, and that's going to be some fucking trailers.
Woo!
Ganja, I forgot to ask you, did you watch the trailer to It Chapter 2, Electric Boogaloo?
No, I did not, but I'm gonna catch up after Alan goes through his review.
You had so much time, you motherfucker.
Sorry, you're gonna go after my review, so you expect us to review Detective Pikachu and then talk about a trailer?
No, It Chapter 2.
Yeah, yeah.
He,
Where are
he
you
said,
at?
He said review, but he really meant reaction.
Yeah, I fucked up
He's
my words.
stupid!
That's okay.
You're talking about Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
You're not even on the subject.
God, that mic.
Because you
Yikes.
said after Alan's review. Like, fuck you. Speak English.
This old lady is looking at Ganja like, oh no, baby, why? Oh my god. So, Alan, I'm gonna ask you, man. Look, we both liked it. I usually like to say these things, but I'm not entirely sure that I'm saying the right thing. You did like that first movie, correct?
Yes, it's funny because I really, really liked the first movie because it was something I think we talked about last week in regards to like horror icons like Freddy and Jason, where I feel like it is the best modern day version of a Nightmare on Elm Street because it's less about dreams, but it's still psychologically fucking people with their minds. But I remember actively saying I hated that trailer because the trailer just looked like every other horror movie, and I'm kind of getting the same vibes with this. But again, I usually use it of bad trailer, great fucking movie. So watching the trailer for this, I'm like, it's okay. I love Jessica Chastain. I think she's a great actress. I just was kind of just like this gave me vibes of The Happening. You remember the end of The Happening where they go into the old lady's fucking house and it's just the fucking old lady going, "Why you eyeing my lemon drink?" No, of course not. Like I got so many vibes of that, and it was an okay trailer. I didn't really get anything out of it, but I'm still gonna watch the movie.
The thing is, it was genius as far as business moves wise because what they did that was really smart is they actually did a nice launch premiere for this. Like it was like the day before. I mean, well, the week before they're like it's gonna debut on Thursday. But the cool thing is on YouTube, it was a premiere thing, so they had a whole wait down thing, and then like right at 9:00 PT. What happened was, it literally like came up like, hey, we're gonna watch it, but let's do another 5-minute countdown. So it's like, anything that we're about to see, our hype is so high that it's gonna be good no matter what. Because I gotta tell you, dude, I was blind, and when I saw this, I was so fucking hyped that the 2 minutes that these two just sit down on a fucking couch and do nothing, I was at the edge of my seat. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. They didn't even have to show anything past this because the tension that this was building, because I've been waiting so long, literally was good. And it was like that blind hype shit where it's like, I know I talk shit about nerds and everything about Avengers Endgame, but I get that with horror, and this happened with me, dude. I'm guilty of the same thing, so I can't talk that much shit to you guys. But the thing is, though, is when it finally showed what the fuck was going on, they did fast editing, and I know that recently you talked about how you don't like fast editing. You said that
I hate that shit.
Yeah,
because they do that in every fucking trailer. They're like, especially horror movies, they fucking love doing this. Well, they do a bunch of big cuts as the music fucking goes into its fucking crescendo, and it's just, I don't give a fuck. There's just a bunch of random fucking bullshit that it's just gonna be a bunch of fucking like cuts with 15 fucking minutes in between every fucking bullshit when you actually see the goddamn movie. I fucking hate that in trailers.
But this was good though, right?
No, this was the same thing. This was honestly, I don't like. Again, it's real. I really hate trailer culture nowadays. I really feel trailers don't know what the fuck how to sell a fucking movie anymore. Because most of the time, with most trailers, maybe not necessarily horror movies, but fucking superheroes, fucking trailers are fucking guilty of this. Like motherfucker, is they're not doing it for people that are fans of the medium. They're doing it for people that don't know what the fuck is going on. They're doing it for the fucking other end of the world that don't know what the shit's going on. And with this, it's like, let's just fucking do a bunch of fucking crescendo with a bunch of fucking fast cuts to kind of give some sort of tension. And I hate horror movie trailers as much as I hate superhero trailers nowadays. But again, I hated the It trailer, so I hope it's as good a quality as the It movie.
Now, Jed, I don't know if you watched this. I know you don't like to watch trailers pretty often, but first off, before you even continue, did you watch this?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so what would you think about like the slow pacing at the beginning of the trailer and then leading into the quick, super fast pace of the trailer?
Honestly, I thought it was pretty well done. Like the first part, like was actually genuinely creepy. Like you wouldn't think like just people like two people fucking talking would be like so creepy, but that old woman and everything that she was doing and the things you would catch her doing and everything like that was just like, okay, yeah, this is actually really creepy. And then something you wouldn't actually like just talking and just someone just awkward silence being that fucking creepy.
Yeah.
I thought it was really effective. I
Yeah.
will say like the second part of this trailer was kind of okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and why do you feel that way? Because for me, when I saw that second half of the trailer, I was like almost about to get mad. I was like, oh, that sucks that literally is about to say the date and then that's it. But then all of a sudden they gave me a bunch of shit and I was like, okay, you know what? I was tensed and now I'm just hyped because they did both the horror thing and then they did the action movie thing where it's like, oh my god, all this shit's happening on screen.
Yeah, fuck that
So
shit.
what'd you feel about
Also,
that?
is honestly is mostly the actors like seeing like who's gonna be who. It's just like it's weird they pick these people because I wouldn't imagine like those kids growing up into these people.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of threw me
Yeah.
off, kind of. But yeah, it just really didn't match up with the first part. I mean, it was still a good trailer in my opinion, but it just didn't match.
One thing too that I have an issue with is like there's certain things that they like. I like that they're using the old kids, which is cool. But then there's parts where like it shows Pennywise trying to kill one of the kids, and it's like, well, they all grow up, so like I know that you just pretty much told me that that person's not gonna die now, so that's kind of stupid.
Not gonna die yet. Like,
Well, I mean, if
we
he's
don't
gonna
know what's
grow
coming.
up, you know, like it's. I mean, they didn't give me some. There's not gonna be some Avengers time bullshit. Like, if they don't die as a kid, they're gonna grow up to be an adult. So that just goes without saying. Like, obviously they're gonna
Well,
live.
well, yeah, but like, it seems like what this movie's going to do is that they're gonna either fight him again as kids, or they're gonna fight, or some bullshit's gonna happen where they're gonna fight him again as adults. So that's probably what is end up gonna be. But it's like, yeah, people are giving me shit in the fucking Facebook chat about fast-paced editing. This is a consistent problem I have. I have this problem with every fucking like I had this problem. Alien Covenant had this exact same fucking problem. Prometheus had this exact same fucking problem. The first I can't remember if it had this problem because it's been so long since I've seen that fucking trailer. But a lot of fucking trailers do that fucking fast editing bullshit. Mother was in the entire fucking trailer with a bunch of fast cut bullshit. Like this happens all the fucking time. I did not like this fucking trailer. Like them talking was okay, but I didn't really fucking get any tension as opposed to fucking laughing because it reminds me of the fucking happening. But
Me personally, now that I watched the trailer,
I'm glad I gave you the time.
thank you, I appreciate it. Well, now with the adding on to the part you're talking about, what a lot of the stuff is, it's very generic horror movie trailer stuff. Right down to like they use one of the bigger, small, either the bigger scare that happens halfway through the film, or it's one of the medium ones that they build up tension for, either a reveal or a character coming back, which seems like this grandma character is someone that has a connection to them. Which I wonder how they explain that because I don't remember the original story of it all that well in terms of like when they come back to feed him for the final time. I only know the kid's story because that was the most interesting part whenever they played it on the TV for me.
Yeah.
So I don't remember watching the second part of it. So is this for me? This is going to be a brand new iteration I get to check out. But honestly, the trailer itself is very generic horror. If you've seen any kind of trailer in the modern like 5 years, you've seen the same kind of aesthetic where they would start off with a character introducing someone that they eventually either turn weird, some creepy stuff happened during the introduction, and then there's either a big jump scare, which is exactly what happened with the grandma coming out butt naked with her titty swinging and scaring the fucking grown woman.
Some shit out of fucking The Shining.
And it seems like the trailer just cuts right there onto something that you see on a DVD trailer where it's all these different scenarios where you're running into Pennywise and there's quick cuts to like how the characters are going to be reminiscent times with their younger selves and making correlations with what they're dealing with now as adults. And there's a lot of that with back and forth, especially with the big kiss scene at the end between the characters that did like each other. Besides that, like the trailer is very generic, honestly. I'm more hyped for the movie because I remember the first hit was so great. And it had me so hyped. And as a horror movie, it kept me very entertained, even through the slow moments. And if you remember, Nick, that's one thing I complained about the new Halloween was I kind of got bored when it was building up to the murders.
Yeah. No,
Whereas where it kind of keeps that flow going for me. I don't know if
Yeah.
it was the tension of the kids, and I could put my mindset like, yo, if I was still a kid, this shit was fucking with me. I don't know what I would do. So I'm wondering if they could translate that into adults to be like, yo, if this was happening to me right now, we were, on our trip, and it was attacking us. What the fuck would I do? And I hope it really touches on that and it continues the proper flow and the good writing that was in the previous film. But as far as I'm seeing the trailer, it's not giving me the hype that I want.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I'm looking at this, and the reason why I had pause on this lady is because it's funny how she's doing a fucking Fortnite dance. I mean, when she's walking by, like that's one thing that I really like. It took me out of the trailer. Like, you see this, like, oh, creepy, like it looks like Pennywise, and then oh, Fortnite. So that was kind of odd. But aside from that, too, the old lady, it is connected. I'm not going to go into a big explanation as to why she's important because there's different, and it's so weird. But like, especially with Derry, Stephen King, and then like the guys who made, I forgot who made the new It, but everyone has a different lore now with the It franchise or this story. So it's like
Yeah.
they could change a lot of things. I could see something now that I remember from the old movie or even the book, and I could get it wrong because they're most likely going to change shit around for this
Oh,
one. So
good. Do you remember some of the bullshit? Honestly, I pointed out with the fucking bullshit about the orgy and also a giant turtle.
yeah, and then
That's
the
how I
fact
respond for this stupid shit.
and the stupid thing is too is like the orgy thing is one of those situations where it's like, oh, we had to sacrifice something, and it's like, okay, there's other ways to sacrifice. That was dumb. That's like some weird satanic shit. And by the way, it's with kids, so it's like you're kind of stuck. Like sometimes the books can get so insane with certain details that you can never do this in a movie because honestly, you're crossing a fucking line. I don't want to have kids fuck each other. It doesn't make no sense, and it's so unnecessary. Honestly, it's just that edgelord shit. Like some authors can be edgelords. Stephen King, I'm sorry, is an edgelord. Look at fucking Gerald's Game. You know what I mean? Like that's him trying to push the fucking envelope as much as he can. And I like Stephen King, but I mean the guy does that sometimes. But yeah, man, like I like the way this looks. So I think the trailer was great. You know, I disagree with Jet in the sense of like I like the fast editing at the very end. I like the slow build up. My only issue with this though is, you know, once again, sometimes these trailers, especially if they're fast paced and editing, they show too much. And that scene right there, when it happens in the movie, and I could be wrong, I've been wrong about this before, but it's like you showed all that build up. So when I'm watching this movie now and they're having this long ass drawn out conversation, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
yo, looking at my watch, when's it gonna get to that part where she gets naked and Fortnite's the fuck out of her? Like I want to see what
Well,
happens.
okay. The thing is like as
So
much
it's
as that
running
looks
out
like
her doing the floss dance.
Yeah.
look, it's one of those things where I think the trailer, the fucking movie that broke me on just modern trailers was Transformers 3. When you see the fucking idiot sliding down the fucking building, but then it
Yeah.
cuts to the fucking giant monster, and there's like 30 minutes in between that scene. Like that might have looked like it was all taking place in the same thing, but that could easily be a situation which they're sitting for like a minute, and then 10 minutes later, some other bullshit happens, and then it cuts to the other part. Like if there's at least one edit in there, there's a good chance there's time in between. So it's probably going to be very different because this is a teaser. We're going to show you a small bit. This isn't what they did for Aquaman, where they literally showed you 5 minutes of uncut footage. Like this
Yeah.
is just a little bit of there's probably going to be in between stuff, but that doesn't bother me because it's like, hey, I already know what's kind of happening. I'm curious what else you're going to fucking show.
I mean, I know that like I know I'm like known as a guy who goes off topic way too much, especially when conversations like this goes. But it brings something else to mind. Trailers like this remind me of. Do you remember the Johnny Depp movie where he plays Whitey Bull something?
Oh, Black
Bulger.
Mass.
Black
Whitey
Mask.
Bulger.
Yeah, and there's a part, a very scary part, where it's David Harbour, the guy who plays the new Hellboy. They're at the dinner table, and they're eating, and then Johnny Depp is like, "Hey man, tell me the recipe. This shit tastes delicious." And it's like this really super tense moment where David doesn't want to give him the recipe, and then eventually does, and it pisses Johnny Depp's character the fuck off. I mean, Whitey's like, "Yo, you let us know what the recipe is. Like, how can I trust you now, motherfucker? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking head." Like,
Yo, what the fuck? That's
yeah,
actually
it's
cool.
it's really really cool. But when that scene comes up in the movie, well, all the weight's gone. You just showed me the whole fucking scene in the trailer. So now, why would I care seeing this in the movie now? Now it's just boring. It's in the way of the rest of the movie that I was enjoying until this came up. You know?
It depends because sometimes that happens, but like again, I'll bring up Aquaman when they had the whole fucking scene of him dealing with the water in the desert. I saw the trailer. I thought, okay, I know where this is kind of going. So I'm just like, cool. I'm watching it again. It's not a big deal. It's like, hey, are you just gonna watch a trailer once and never watch a trailer again? Like, watch a trailer once, I'll never ever look at it again. Like people watch trailers multiple times, so it's not that big of a deal. As long as it's not like again, a tense scene is one thing, but like random dialogue to get an atmosphere at, yeah, that's fine by me.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool scene. Like I anyone who's watching this right now, I mean if we end up boring you later on, definitely go and check out the Black Mass trailer. Seriously, that scene is so intense, and it's fun watching two dudes literally sit down at a dinner table. Like that's how good it is. So definitely check that shit out. That's how you do a trailer. And honestly, I would compare it to this. I mean, It Chapter 2, man. Like even the first It movie had good trailers. I mean, I know you didn't like them, but like that music, that
It just
like,
felt like, again, like I was just saying, it's every generic fucking horror movie trailer. Like I'm not saying I'm not gonna sit there, but oh, put it side by side with the Alien Covenant. It's like when I look at fucking trailers for like Alien movies, when I look at trailers for fucking It, both of them. When I look at trailers for the horror movies and even fucking like superhero movies. Superhero movies, I feel like have all the exact same fucking trailer, and horror movies have all the exact same fucking trailers. That's why it gets to the point where I don't really watch trailers. Like, It Chapter 2, I'm already gonna watch it because I like the first one. I'm gonna watch the fucking sequel. I didn't even need to watch the trailer to already be sold because I enjoyed the first one so goddamn much.
Really quick too. Once again to get more off topic, and honestly, when I get off topic, I really love when the chat gets off topic too and talks about this kind of stuff too. But and I know you guys will have nothing prepared, but trailers wise, what are some horror movie and or action movie trailers that you guys thought were done really well? Like something that kind of you always go back to, like if you're bored, you watch the trailer again.
Oh, The Accountant. I mean, that movie sucked, but that trailer was great.
Yeah, that was a great show. Ben Affleck, right?
Yeah, but Ben Affleck, that made it look like it's gonna be some sort of weird thriller, and that movie falls apart in the second half. It's just like, what the fuck was this? They're trying to do some like Batman superhero shit where he's like this like superhero that's a vigilante and stuff. When you watch a trailer, you're just like, oh, it's just this kind like the trailer is like, oh, this is thriller, psychological. This guy might be a villain. You watch the movie, it's like, oh, he's a really good guy. That movie spent so much time on accounting, it's not even funny. Like it's an account. Like I know it's called The Accountant, but fuck, that trailer makes it seem like it's gonna be a psychological thriller. But that fucking movie is just a fucking piece of shit.
I don't know if mine counts.
What's yours?
What do you mean? What does that
Alright.
mean?
Because I forgot what movie I had went to go see previous to this, but I was in the movie theater, and one of the things for the teasers of 28 Weeks Later is some theaters had showed the first 5 minutes of it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I watched the first 5 minutes of the thing as a trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and to me that would be hands down my favorite thing ever. Was I didn't know what the fuck was going on for a second. I thought the movie had just switched and they had just put a different movie in, and they fucked up at the projector.
Yeah.
And when the zombies start breaking into the house and the couples are running and they're trying to get the kids out and stuff like that, this scene itself is its own fucking insular like short film,
Yeah.
and it is fucking tense. And I
It's
didn't even
literally,
know.
I have goosebumps right now. You talking about it and
Oh
watching
fuck
this?
yeah!
Oh,
And
I
it's
have
in the
anger.
movie
'cause that
theater,
movie's terrible.
and it's in the movie theater, and you have that Dolby sound, so you're hearing all the sounds of the creatures and the banging of this, because it's quiet throughout this, and all you're hearing is no music. It's just people running, the sounds of screaming, people just dealing with hectic scenes. And as the fathers run away, then they start playing the little song that the main anthem of 20 Weeks Later, and it cuts and it goes 20 weeks later, and then
Oh.
it's coming soon.
Oh,
Yeah,
if
man.
we're talking about trailers that we love, I fucking love the hell out of the trailer for the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Because it starts off, and by the way, the Deathly Hallows Part 2 trailer is identical because Hunger Games ripped it off. If you look at the Hunger Games Part 2 trailer, it's identical in fucking tone to the Harry Potter trailer because fuck Hunger Games. But I love the hell out of that trailer because it's just like, it's just kind of like, it's Voldemort with this fucking low tone going, Harry Potter, you let your friends die for you. And it's just this fucking setup to this epic fucking battle. And there's this fucking, my favorite line in that fucking trailer, Harry Potter's fucking holding Voldemort. It's like, let's finish this how we started together. As they go over a fucking bridge, I'm like, yo, this is fucking great. And the fucking
Yeah.
movie itself is really good, but that trailer got me so fucking excited. Sometimes I go back and watch them, like, that's how you do a fucking trailer. Show some cool shit, get a great setup, but don't show me too much, but it was fucking good.
Well, the shots they're using for this too, like those the panning shots where it goes
Yeah.
down and it goes up like underneath their chin, that shit feels good because like when they do that, they do like insert like forward zoom and then outer
Yeah.
zoom, and it just like it keeps complementing each other like back and forth. Where it's like that was lame for a while. Like I mean that was cool like with this trailer, but like after this, it still kept doing it, and it was like okay, now you guys are doing too much. It's almost like that one fucking shot where they circle both people, like they're in the
Yeah.
middle talking, and the camera's like whoa.
Oh, the
just-
fucking Christopher Nolan.
Yes, Christopher Nolan shit. He does that with all of his fucking trailers. And I hated that after a while, but at first it was cool too. But yeah, man, no, this is a good trailer, Alan. Like I don't like
I
Harry
love
Potter
it so
at all.
much.
Yeah, I do not like this at all. But like this is showing you that there's tons of shit to watch, and it's telling you that it's very, very important, but it's not spoiling shit.
It actually doesn't, like, that trailer actually doesn't spoil a lot. There is so much, that movie's like long as hell. It's 2 hours and like 30 minutes plus. But that trailer doesn't actually show a lot because when you see the movie, there's so much extra shit going on.
Yeah, and by the way, Sebastian's saying the first Civil War trailer was amazing. Now, is that the one where it shows Spider-Man at the end?
I think so.
Yeah, that was cool. My only issue is I did not like Tom Holland's voice. The whole like, "Hey everybody."
I was fine with it because it was one of the things is what I appreciated the most was the costume because we're so used to the whole static eyes, like we saw that in Tobey Maguire, we saw that in Amazing Spider-Man. I was so happy that they actually for the first time ever got the eyes that move because that's been something in all the cartoons and in the 60s Spider-Man with the eyes moving. I was like, wow, I really appreciate that costume because we've never seen that on the screen before. So I'm like, good, you're differentiating the costume and making it feel more like what we've seen in the television shows.
Yeah, and this is actually the second trailer that I'm talking about, by the way, the Spider-Man one. And the first one, they didn't reveal that Spider-Man was going to be in there. Which, by the way, was there any point that you felt like Spider-Man was not going to be in Civil War?
Okay, the thing is about that, the weird thing about that is there was a leak for Sony's email that happened like I want to say 3 or 4 months before the trailer came out that basically Disney and Sony were negotiating about using Spider-Man in the movies.
Mhm.
So everyone knew it was like, okay, that's gonna happen. I didn't think so at all, but the thing is, it's like, okay, from the comics, I kind of knew because Spider-Man's really important in Civil War for different reasons. Because, okay, for the comics Civil War, it's kind of trash, but basically, what sparks the Civil War, one of the things that sparks the Civil War is actually Spider-Man revealing his identity. And that just causes a whole problem in the entire fucking cinematic universe. In the movie, it's played differently, but it's still important to the movie. I kind of had a feeling like you can't really do Civil War without Spider-Man, and Spider-Man's in it, so I wasn't really surprised when I saw him.
Oh, you love Black Panther's response to
Oh,
Civil
no,
War.
no, we're not going back to the Black Panther thing. Fuck that.
No,
No,
I'm talking about Nick in terms of like how he reacts to the whole Civil War happening in the United States. He's like, oh, so that's what's going on there? Cool. And he never appears in the comic books ever again.
Yeah, no, I will say, and we'll make this short because I know Ruthless was asking, like, hey, where are some that, were bad? I think he asked that. I'm trying to see. There's so much like Twitch comments, and I guess
I know Ruthless's answer.
Oh, no, Ruthless is talking about 2049.
okay, well, Ganji, say what you're gonna say next, and then Alan, you go.
I was gonna say what I know. Fucking Ruthless is Master of the Universe, He-Man.
Oh,
God, fuck that.
No, he's gonna talk shit to you after.
I know for a fact that's the only reason he asked that question because we watched that travesty last week.
But before we continue on, though, really quick, I want to ask Jet. Jet, what's a trailer that you remember watching back in the day that maybe to this day you still go back and check out every now and then, just because of its quality?
Oh, and of course, the second you get to me, someone turns on the fucking blender.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
protein shakes in.
no. But anyway, the thing is, I don't really remember trailers because I don't really give a shit about them. Like if I see one, I'll completely forget like everything that fucking happened in it. It's just like I really don't care. I just care about the fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, if I were to be kind of picky about it, maybe Ready Player One. Honestly,
that was one that you would go back and enjoy at least somewhat, or nah?
no.
Like, okay.
It was complete fucking like I thought it would get a lot more out of that, but no, that shit was trash.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
I fucking. By the way, I'd like to point out that everyone gave me shit for the first time we saw that trailer, going, "What's the point of the movie?" And it was like, "No, look at all the nostalgia." But I'm like, "Is that the whole movie?" And everyone was giving me shit for it, and then it fucking came out.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like that, we didn't know it was gonna be like that. You know what I mean? Like
I did.
What? No one ever knows.
I fucking do. Go back to that trailer.
I was going to call myself on this right now, and I was like, because Julian wanted to call me out, but no, I'll definitely put myself out there. The Black Panther trailer, I felt light to me. What I saw in that trailer it felt like it was going to be something not made for me. I thought it was going to be, okay, you got to be black, you got to be female, and you got to be really fucking nerdy to like this movie. And honestly, that movie is the least nerdy fucking nerd movie there is. Like, Black Panther barely counts as a Marvel movie, honestly. It's way fucking better.
Dude, fucking Sebastian in the Facebook chat, he straight up said something the fucking Age of Ultron trailer, because that trailer almost lies to you because you think Jarvis is gonna turn evil and it's gonna be a very dark movie, and then you watch it and it's like this random fucking bullshit. And so for some fucking reason they blame Tony Stark, even though Tony Stark actually says in the movie, did we actually do anything? Like, we didn't actually create this. Why is everyone fucking blaming me? And then it's like, the fucking movie itself is just like, the villain is awful, man. He is just like going around trying to be Tony Stark, and he just sucks all the tension out when you realize that he personally only kills one person in the fucking movie. His fucking minions do all the other fucking work, but we never see them kill anybody. So it's like, as far as we're concerned, only one person died in Age of Ultron.
Okay, but how many people did Thanos kill? You know what I mean? Like, it was the glove that killed people.
A
it was
lot
his
of
minions.
fucking. What are you talking about? He starts the movie off by killing like 3 people.
I know, but it's because of Ultron that many deaths happened. Just like it's because of Thanos that many deaths happened.
Dude,
Thanos only killed one person technically.
What are you talking about? He stabs. He fucking kills Idris Elba's character. He fucking chokes the shit out of Loki. Like,
yeah,
and
kills
Gamora.
And he kills Gamora. Like, that's
and
3 people.
And kills Vision for the second time.
He killed Vision twice. Like,
and by the way, Jason and Michael are sitting there tickling their own balls, saying,
"That's a horror
really?
movie.
That's all you got?
We're not talking about that.
Thanos.
Okay, we're not talking about that though. We're talking about the Age of We're talking about Ultron, who literally does nothing villainous in that entire fucking movie. He captured Black Widow and just throws her into a cell with electronics.
I know, but Ultron, he wasn't trying to.
The bitch.
Alan, that's why you can't absorb information. Can I respond, motherfucker?
No!
Like, God damn it, dude. Shit.
No!
Ultron literally sent his minions to go out and kill everybody. That's him killing them. Because those fucking minions would not be able to do shit without Ultron controlling them doing the fucking
and it's hinted that they killed a lot of fucking people, not
it's
just
hinted.
Quickly.
Like, I'm sorry. This is the same
Literally means like, yeah, he killed a whole bunch of fucking people.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's the same thing in the fucking first Avengers when it's like Loki's fucking minions never actually kill anyone, where Loki himself, as soon as he fucking lands, wipes out a room full of people,
Hey
and then
man,
it goes through the whole movie killing people.
I think I found your female equivalent, Alan. Just,
What?
just fucking screaming. That's definitely
Yeah,
you.
the only person that fucking died, the only fucking person that dies of Age of Ultron was through a fucking gun.
I don't know, man. For me, really quick, I'm just gonna make this fucking fast. Trailers that I liked. I don't know if you guys have seen this movie. It's probably not as good as I remember it, but In the Mouth of Madness. It's with the guy from Jurassic Park. You guys see him here. I can't fucking remember his name for the life of me.
I don't remember that movie, so.
But John Carpenter made this movie. Definitely a scary, scary fucking movie. At least when I was a kid. There's lots of weird imagery in here too. But this trailer, the way it's shot, the way the music is going, the way it's like becoming more panicky. You know, like this guy's creating a book and ripping up books and doing all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
This guy's going after him, and it's all happening so fast, but it's escalating with the music. And speaking with escalating with the music, another trailer, and it's kind of funny. I'm able to hit on the trends on this one, guys. But Mortal fucking Kombat, the movie. That was probably the best trailer ever made. So much, in fact, that I think it popularized that fucking song, the Mortal Kombat.
That song is hype as hell.
Yeah, because you see, like, this movie looks generic. It's like a stupid kung fu movie. It's like, oh no, you killed
It's a
my best
generic
friend.
action movie, but that fucking music, man, that fucking takes it to like the top, man.
Yeah, I'll actually play it right now.
I love that shit.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then just in that one trailer, you get to hear all the characters' names. You know, there's no questions you need to ask. Like, is this going to be there? Yeah, like Luke, Kane, Kano, Raiden. And it's like, and then there's a video game voice. So now you feel like you're literally watching the video game. It was like, dude, when I was a kid, I almost cried. Like, watching it. I was like, oh my god, the arcade's in a fucking movie theater. Like, I was
Yeah, it was the
losing my
hypest fucking thing in the world, because no one ever, like, it was the first time after that people were like, hey, we can actually do video game movies, and then they, ooh. Then the second one came out, everyone's like, no, we can't.
Yeah, but that's the thing, you know, and I feel like that's something that was kind of lost currently. Like, I mean, we'll talk about it later on, but the Detective Pikachu trailer does not do that well at all. I mean, there's nothing, you know, I want to be a hero. Like, what does that go with Pokemon? You should
I
have
want to
played
be a hero? That's a different song.
No,
I want
I
to be
need
a
it.
hero is a fucking, I can't remember the fucking singer, but we did
I know I'm not a
different-
fucking musician, or, you know, I'm not a singer. Like, but what I'm saying,
You're a Pokemon fan that has an eidetic memory when it comes to Pokemon, but you forgot the fucking theme song to Pokemon.
dumb fuck. I'm talking about the songs in the live action trailer. It's not a Pokemon song.
But you fucked up the song.
No, I didn't. I'm saying you're talking about the Pokemon anime song. I'm not talking about that song.
Well, technically, that song does work in that trailer because, like, of the fact, like, I mean, he is trying to become a hero and he is trying to solve a case.
I guess, but this is it's like I need a hero. That's what it is. And they're playing that song. It's like a fucking old '80s song. It's fucking silly. It's goofy. We're in 2019. The movie doesn't take place in the '80s. It's not a retro movie. It's fucking.
Well, I'm
silly.
sorry, it's not having any rap lyrics in it and shit.
You're right, they should have put Drake on it.
Honestly, yeah.
For that Pika,
No.
power, Pika, power.
No, oh my god, I put a fucking Kanye West song. No, I fucking hate that shit more than anything. I'll take a fucking 80s song that's at least somewhat catchy versus having a fucking another Kanye West song.
Well,
Like, they
technically,
should have all that Pokemon.
But Alan, you
we
weren't.
already had a Pokemon rap. I mean, they could have used that, I guess.
But Alan, I'm gonna ask you. Would you have preferred though if they used the "I want to be the very best"?
You're goddamn right.
Exactly. That's what they should have used. That's what I've been.
You're right that. Okay, yeah, no, and I agree with you, but it's like I'll take anything else. I'll take anything else versus modern day music. I'm sorry, a lot of modern day music isn't as fucking good. This isn't some fucking hipster shit. But like, I'm so sick of fucking Kanye West. Like, they put Kanye West in fucking Power Rangers and Wolf of Wall Street.
And Assassin's Creed.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know, you're a
Oh,
good
you
point.
fucking
They
reminded me
should've
of that
made-
one.
They should have made Lil Dicky one of his songs the head of this movie.
I've never heard his voice, and I want to keep it that way.
The one thing that's frustrating about that too is like around that same time Assassin's Creed came out, they had Rihanna do the "I hit a wall" for a Star Trek thing, and it's like, why didn't you put that one on Assassin's Creed and put the stupid Kanye West shit on Star Trek?
Why didn't you fucking do what Assassin's Creed Revelations did, which is my favorite video game trailer of all time, where they had a fucking amazing ass song that they put and choreographed to the entire fucking music video, and it's fucking amazing. I fucking love it. Iron by Woodkid. Why did they just fucking do that for the Assassin's Creed trailer? It would have worked way better. People actually did that. They took the fucking music and put it to the trailer. It works way better with a different fucking song.
And
I should
Sebastian.
have known the movie's good. What's up?
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt, Roy, but even Sebastian said like it's better than Games of Paradise and Sonic, and yeah, like that was a frustrating thing. Games of Paradise has nothing to fucking do with Sonic, and why the fuck is it on there?
Dude, that made me so happy because it's so bad. But I like the song Gangster's Paradise a lot. It's just dude. I'm waiting for it to be on iTunes, where it's just Gangster's Paradise, and it's a picture of Sonic. I'm waiting for that day.
I'm gonna wait for the clothing line to wear, like, you know how back in the day they used to put the Looney Tune characters on those fucking hoodies and shit with a with the beard pierced and the sagging pants and shit.
Got Bugs Bunny with a fucking Tech 9 and a blunt.
Living in a Gangster's Paradise, and it's just Sonic running like mid-run.
Sonic got like fucking money coming off him. He's got like bags of cocaine in his arms and shit.
No, fucking Sebastian said in the chat. You know what they should have done with the Pokemon movie? They should have done like a slower edition of the Pokemon theme. I want to be the very
best.
Like they did the Tomb Raider bullshit, where they took Survivor and made it fucking dark and edgy.
I'm a survivor.
Yeah.
They actually found
I'm a believer.
They actually found someone who was on more heroin than Kurt Cobain to do the fucking Gallows trailer theme song, where it was Smells Like Teen Spirit but in slow motion. It's like by Nirvana. It was such a bad fucking like.
I mean, that's kind of already a dark, depressing song as it is. Like,
Ooh,
but for the Gallows of all movies, it's like, oh,
there it is. Hoop. There it is.
Shut up.
hey, they did that. Hey, they did that with Us though. Like, Us actually made it work.
You know, I would
Yeah,
have
but
loved.
they actually remixed it a little.
You know, what I was
Oh,
actually expecting.
Why don't they actually do any fast bops when it comes to like these slow ass songs? Like, get a fucking bop for once.
That's happened a couple times. I can't name any, but it's happened a couple times.
You basically saying, hey, get a really good song, convert it to this over dramatic fucking music.
Yeah,
Actually,
please
funny
get
thing is-
actual fast ass songs. So at least when it goes, at least when they slow it down, at least it'll still kind of be a bop.
How is that going to survive the transition?
Okay, actually, funny
Don't
thing
fear
is,
the Reaper. I'm sorry to interrupt again, but like to answer Jeff's thing, and I just want to be a little more like
Please do Gasolina, please.
No, but really
No.
quick though, you're talking about these songs that
Yes.
have been made faster and made better. That new movie with Liam Neeson, what's it fucking called?
Old Pursuit or Widows.
No, neither one of those. One where he's in the snow and he's like killing people like fucking Bruce Willis and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, wait. Yeah, it's Cold Pursuit. Or you're talking about fucking The Gray.
Okay, Cold Pursuit. No, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear the beginning part of what you said, but no, Cold Pursuit. And they did Don't Fear the Reaper, a new version of that. That was really fucking good. Like they did a great job with that shit. Overlord did a faster and kind of cooler version of Hell's Bells by AC/DC. They just changed it up a tiny bit.
To jump on that, the fucking Orient Express. What the fuck? Oh wow, that was bad.
A Murder on the Orient Express.
I'm
Orient
sorry.
Blind Forest Express.
Don't kill people on top of Oriental people.
The Orient Express, basically, it's just doing the trailer. I love how you called it a video game trailer because it basically was. But it's going through and it's using the Believe song from Magic Dragons, but it's only using the beat. So it's kind of building up and it's really, really good. They're just using the instrumental version as you're getting the names of all these people and they're talking and the music in the background is building and building till they actually use the lyrics. But up until then, I'm like, this is a good ass fucking trailer. It made me so fucking up. I was upset that the movie didn't come out that good. I didn't watch it because I heard a bad reception, but that trailer is fucking awesome.
Also, look at the Marvel Netflix shows. Jessica Jones had a really good version of Nirvana, Come As You Are. Metallica's One was modernized for fucking Punisher. And Alice in Chains' Wood.
Yeah.
So I love this shit, man. I know we're going into a huge fucking nerdy thing about music and trailers, but it's like, dude, I love that stuff, man.
I'm just glad they're not using fucking nursery rhyme songs anymore. At least I think they're not.
Yeah. Sebastian saying Imagine Dragons is garbage. No, man.
They are. Fuck, I'm sorry.
I mean, he's right.
Okay. Well, I disagree.
He is.
I'm
Uh-oh.
sorry.
No, I'm sorry. There's like I can name like maybe 2 good songs by them that I actually enjoy.
Okay, but you motherfuckers in this call can't even like name more than 3 good songs of the shit that you like. Like you guys are really bad with names.
Because a lot of their, I'm sorry, like I used to love Imagine Dragons. That first album was dope as hell. I was like, wow, this is a great album. I like a lot of songs on there. Radioactive was fucking great. And then I go to the second album going, what the fuck is this fucking second album? What the fuck is this stupid Coldplay bullshit? And then
Coldplay. I say it got worse. It literally turned into those fucking kid commercials for the fucking newest animation movie, like what they played for the Grinch.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the third album was like, I was super hyped because Believe, I fucking love that song. I'm like, Believe's such a good fucking song. It's so fucking great. And then I listened to the album, I'm like, Thunder. I'm like, what the fuck kind of Disney bullshit? Thunder and the lightning. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay, but that song is equivalent as fuck about the song. Believer. And
No,
then you're like,
the fucking chorus to Believe is awful, but the actual fucking verse is great.
they
but
sound
Thunder
the
is just
same.
no, it's not the
Ow.
same thing.
People.
And it's not. The fucking chorus for Believe is awful, but the actual verses are fine. Thunder is just bad straight up.
It's
And then
kind of got a point.
What's up?
Oh,
It's kind of
fuck you
got a
both.
point.
You're high. No, I don't
No,
know.
and then the fucking rest of that album is garbage. Like Imagine Dragon releases that as a fucking one good song per album,
I'm
and it's just like
flabbergasted.
fuck them at this point.
No, I would respect your opinion on that, but for me, I mean, and we're just different. We just disagree. I completely feel like they're very, very similar, and I'm not complaining. I actually like Imagine Dragons. I don't know
Do
why
you?
everyone
Well,
hates them.
name 5 songs.
Well, I mean, shit. I listened to them on the radio. I was working at a video game store, and I had to listen to this shit all day. I won't defend them like crazy because I don't know their fucking songs. But Thunder, that one, the one they did with fucking Kendrick Lamar was great.
Oh
Uh,
fuck.
I don't know, dear. It seems like you're losing this one.
No, I'll admit I'm losing this one to an extent, but it's just like I will say though, like even Catching My L, like those two songs sound very similar, and I think anybody who listens to both those songs can actually agree to that. Dude, they sound exactly the same.
No, they don't. Like, I'll give you the chorus to Believe is awful because it really is bad, but the actual verse leading up to that is really good. Like, the verses are great for that song. The fucking
Ganja's so
chorus is
happy,
terrible.
Ganja, why don't you tell them why you're happy? I'm gonna let you beat my ass with this one.
No, fine.
Okay.
You
Okay.
there?
What?
He tried his best to get out of that.
Yeah,
You're
I'm glad you know you can. I'm glad.
You're like a fly looking for an exit out the window, just hitting his head.
I know you fuckers know my escape routes now. I can't get the fuck out of here.
It's okay, you can leave. It's like, we already have the chat on our side.
Hey guys, I got a show to do. Let's do this review. No, fucking awesome. Asshole Ganja. The reason why Ganja's laughing, I'll tell you guys why. The thing is, what I always get mad about is when people can't name the songs from like bands that they defend or talk about, whatever. So like here I am defending Imagine Dragons, I can't name the fucking songs.
Yeah,
So,
that's actually exactly why I brought that up, because I'm like, wait, you give Civil so much shit for that. Let's see where you stand.
no, but you changed the argument though, because I will say the argument was those two songs sound the same. But I misspoke and I said that I like Imagine Dragons, which apparently I guess I fucking do not. If I can't name the songs.
Curse says, Alan, you're in the room dancing in your underwear to Imagine
No,
Dragons.
fuck. Like I was super hyped because I was like, you know what? That second album was trash, but that third album, the third album is gonna be dope because that fucking one song is great. And then listen to the rest of the album, going, fuck these guys, man. I'm so sick of their fucking bullshit.
Yeah, but you know, and obviously we were done with the Chapter 2 talk a while ago. But I want to bring up one thing. This is gonna be off of movies because all night we're gonna be talking about fucking movies. EA Access apparently is a subscription service. First of all, I didn't even fucking know that, but apparently it's gonna be on PS4. Which
I'm out.
you're out. Why is this?
It's yeah.
You said EA subscription service. I'm out.
Okay,
Actually,
but
that's
you might not have a
subscription
choice.
going on for like I want to say at least almost 4 years now. I want to say since the Xbox. I want to say this is new generation Xbox One. The PS4 has been out.
Mhm.
That EA Access has actually been a thing. I had it for a little while. I just didn't play that. Like either I already own the games or I just didn't want to play them because they actually got a lot of games on there. Because there's two versions of the subscription. You have $5 a month, and basically as they add games on there, they had like Dead Space 3, Mirror's Edge 1 and 2, Battlefield. They had a bunch of stuff like that. And then if you buy the $20 a month one, then you get access to like brand new games that come out. Like I think Dragon Age Inquisition was like one of the, and Andromeda. We're like, hey, get the $20 a month version, and you get access to these games. And apparently people liked it. It worked out, and it was on the Xbox One for a while. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm never gonna fucking get it. And the reason they never put it on PlayStation is because PlayStation had PlayStation Now, their own fucking subscription service. So I was like, okay, we're never gonna see that. So the fact that they're moving on means one of two things: one, Sony's backing down from PlayStation Now, or they're realizing Xbox One doesn't have the numbers that they want, and they're going to go to the other guys.
Well, the biggest thing here to even take from this is because, like, look, you know, PlayStation is now becoming this kind of like a hub. It's actually becoming a station of play. Like, everyone's going to start flocking to this particular fucking thing. And I'm wondering, like, are we going to see, like, a Steam on here? I know Xbox One has their app on Switch. So it's like, what's happening here? Like, it's weird that these particular, you know, companies and their systems are becoming like our computers are. And it's like, is this going to make the computer not worth putting money into? Should I stop buying RAM? Should I, you know, like...
So it's one of those things where people are starting to realize right now. It's actually funny thing is it's kind of going full circle back to why people bought specific consoles. Is like we're getting to the point right now where people are working together because they realize if we keep separating these cross-platform games, we're not going to make as much money. So everyone's kind of working together to basically share the pie because they realize, hey, we're all in this together. We got to kind of stop fighting because we're basically alienating people. But then it's like, well, why is someone going to buy a PS4 versus an Xbox versus a PC? That's when the exclusives come in. So it's like, okay, the cross-platform, hey, you guys work together because you guys are making incredible games. You guys are making more consistent games. But like, how many PlayStation exclusives come out? Like maybe 5 over the course of the entire generation. So it's like, okay, you guys work together, share your profits, make sure you guys can still do your thing, and that'll give us more time to do exclusives, because that was one of the biggest one of the problems of the generation is we didn't get many exclusives for a long fucking time compared to the Xbox 360 and PS3. As far as the PC, it's something I've always fucking said. If you have the money and you want a better visuals and and not even that's a better experience because that's subjective. But if you want better visuals and better visuals, sorry, wow, I'm struggling with words. If you want better visuals, you go to PC because you can pay for them. But if you just want to play your game, put it in disc, download your updates, and play, you go to PS4. It's less making the PC irrelevant and more making the consoles more and more relevant to the people that don't want to spend, like me and Ganja did, $1,000 upgrading our rigs.
Stop stitching.
No, but that's the thing. And sorry if people heard like some double talk there. It's because of the fucking. I had to open up the Facebook thing. But basically, though, Ruth is saying Nintendo is your mobile gaming, Sony is your home gaming. Microsoft is realizing it could work with Steam and do their own PC gaming. And then Julian over here in the chat is talking about, Nick, are you prepared for the new Anthem DLC coming out for probably like whenever the EA Access thing happens? And yeah, I'm fucking hyped, and I'm glad that maybe we can do something where next time when there is a game like Anthem that comes out and everyone's like, yay, I gotta spend $60 though, it's like EA Access can do a situation where I don't have to pay $60. I can play the fucking game and know it's bad and then give it back and not give a shit, not to spend another fucking $60 on something.
Yeah, that kind of goes to the point that you're always railing about. You're not going to receive digital copies anymore. With these subscription services, especially being made by the publishers themselves who make a lot of these big game titles, you're going to see less and less disc-type media. And kind of the biggest worry that you have, Nick, has kind of become more and more relevant where do you really own these games or not? Because I'm having a problem right now where I had to literally go to Amazon and buy a disc version of Fable 2 because my Xbox doesn't recognize any of my bought games from the Xbox 360. I don't know why. I'm signed into the Xbox Live and everything.
Yeah, but it's also Fable 2, so honestly, it probably was not even.
Well, the other games as well that are supposed to have exclusivity with Xbox, I don't have a chance to play. So I never owned those games. I spent $60 for a rental fee.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, I mean, and I'm literally almost bothered by Julian's comment of saying, like, how much did you pay for that game?
I don't know what Anthem personally did to Julian. Like, I don't know if it kicked him in the balls. I don't know if it took away his lunch money or some shit. But, like, he's talking about that shit like a World War II veteran seeing a swastika.
But I get it, though. I do understand. It's just, like, I mean, I like it now. I mean, maybe spending that much money makes you like something. Maybe I'm just a fucking idiot that, like, whatever. I get it. But the thing is like, this EA Access thing, and I know Jet was like, yo, fuck that shit, I'm not doing it. But it's like, wouldn't you enjoy being able to get a game and enjoying something like this without having to spend all your money and then saying, whoops, fucked up, there goes $60 and a whole fucking month's worth of food for this shit they're not even enjoying. Like, you don't like that idea, Jet, at all?
I don't give a fuck. I'm not giving EA any more money than I fucking need to.
Yeah, and that's just surprising me. Like, I mean, even with Steam, too, like, I like the idea that, like, these companies are doing this now, and I would hope that Steam would do the same thing where they put their library on fucking, like, Xbox One or PS5 or whatever the fuck comes out.
That's the thing, a lot of the games on there, like, there's not that many, like, PC exclusives nowadays because they realize, one, piracy, and two, again, the consoles, as much as people, PC's the best place to play, those fucking dumbasses, the PC Master Race, consoles are where they make money. So most of the games that are on Steam, Devil May Cry is on every fucking, is on all the next gens. Metro Exodus on all the fucking next gens. Like, there's very few games that are PC exclusive nowadays that aren't RTSs. So it's like, that's not already a thing, but sometimes they work together. But Steam is one of the biggest places. But like, Steam has actually had this thing for a while where people are like, yo, what happens if Steam shuts down and goes bankrupt? They're like, yeah, we have an offline mode for a reason. If it ever shuts down, it's like, yeah, they're still there. You just, as long as they're on your fucking hard drive, they're still fucking there. But again, what a lot of people are realizing is like, yeah, we have to things have to change and things have to start adjusting because we're going to a digital age right now, and people are not sure exactly what's actually going on because we have to start teaching people basically how this digital age is going to work, and streaming service is going to be a lot of things. Or instead of having situations where Gon's like, hey, you're paying full price for this game and maybe something happens down the line that we didn't fucking expect. Well, don't worry about it. As long as you have your fucking account like Netflix, you're going to get you're going to have access to all the games you want to play there. And I think that's what's ended up going to happening for consoles.
Because the problem with that is it works in theory, Alan, but I think a lot of the reasons I can't play these games is their IP has expired or the companies have gone under, so no one knows who owns these games anymore. Or two, they're not Xbox or Microsoft's not willing to wheel and deal anymore to have this game come on their platform. How many games and classics have we have now that you have to go and pirate in order to play because the games aren't recognized or the company doesn't want to rebuy that IP?
Well, how many of those games never had it? Like they were prior to the digital age. That ends up happening a lot with music. Like, hey, go and find a vinyl from fucking 1930s. Well, shit, have fun. But like every fucking Drake song now is gonna be around forever in one form or another because it existed during the digital age. Games that existing during the digital age now that are exclusively digital in one form or another are gonna be around, especially in streaming services, where for the most part, like as they're getting games onto those services, like EA Play, like dude, I've had EA Access. I tried it out. I played a bunch of games on there. There are games there from the fucking 90s that no one's ever fucking heard of that are actually on that platform because they're like, hey, this platform is something we could keep going for a while because we own most of these fucking IPs. A lot of what you talk about are games that nobody knows that they're going to own. That was actually one of the issues where the first NES Classic that Nintendo came out with, actually they lost money on that, even though they sold like 200,000 copies because the rights were there's so many people that wanted the pieces of the rights that they lost. That's why the NES is actually more expensive because they're like, hey, we kind of want to make a little bit of money off this.
Yeah, no, exactly, and that's the thing. Like, I don't want this to be a whole negative thing. I'm trying to be as least negative as I possibly can with all these ideas, because I do hope that people who control the gaming industry and like what direction they actually go and what pace they go in that direction. I would hope they're smarter than the movie guys, because the movie guys are finding new ways to modernize their shit and their industry and to make
Yeah.
money, make a profit. And gaming is always just fucking behind, like all the fucking time.
It has to play catch up, and it's because it's a very, again, movies have been around for 100 fucking years, so they know how to evolve. But movies had a problem too. Before, I want to say, before the superhero movies, like did really people go that, like they had Transformers and maybe the bigger budgeted stuff, but like people weren't really going to the theaters that much. Movie theaters were shutting down. People weren't going to
honestly,
fucking
10
movies.
years ago, a lot of movie theaters were shut down, and they were just fucking making all these big ass theaters where they got comfy chairs, and they were serving real food and alcohol in order to bring you back. And to add to Adam's point, it's all the superhero stuff that really kind of brought people coming back to the theaters out of Star Wars rebirth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, and that's the biggest thing. Is like now it's becoming more of a cool thing, more of a modernized thing. And they're still gonna find ways. I mean, I know like it was something that was talked about 3 years ago where they're gonna start putting theatrical releases on Netflix and then doing a deal with AMC and Netflix and everybody being together.
Sure.
They're probably gonna work more so on that in the future. I think they kind of stopped with that right now. And I don't know if you know anything about that, Alan. I don't know if you read about that kind of stuff.
There's here and there. I think what it is smaller places are actually going to do that too because there's a story that we did on the Breakfast Club a couple weeks back where I can't remember what company it was, but there's a company that put out Vice and saying except for like one or two movies, every movie they released that year made no, like it didn't make money. It just went under budget because a lot of the Oscar bait movies, people don't necessarily rush to theaters because again, like it's something actually you said and I brought it up. It's like unless it's a big blockbuster, like something again, Star Wars, Hobbs and Shaw, any Marvel movie that's big spectacle, people don't necessarily want to watch a movie where people are talking on the big screen. They'd rather watch that in the comfort of their own living room where they can hear the dialogue, maybe put subtitles on, and not have some idiot on their fucking phone beside them.
Yeah.
So but again, big budget movies help save that. Where smaller movies are probably going to end up on Netflix. That happened with Annihilation. They didn't release Annihilation like around the world that much because they're like, well, fuck, no one's gonna watch this shit,
Same
so they
with
put it on
Roma
Netflix.
too, by the way. Roma, that black and white
Exactly,
movie.
Roma. Smaller movies are going to get theatrical releases in the places that people care about, but then Netflix everywhere else so they can make money. Big budget will go to the theaters. Video games are the same kind of way where they're like, okay, not everybody can afford all these subscription services, so let's give a situation where people could try these games out. Me, I'm never going to get these subscription services because as I learned today after Video Game Day, every video game I want I already bought.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh man, I can't wait to join the subscription service to play the games I kind of already own as I look around my fucking room. Like, oh, I'm gonna get PlayStation now to play Spider-Man. I have it right here. I have fucking God of War, like right fucking here. Like I have all these games around, so I personally will never need it. But maybe someone like Nick who doesn't play games that often, like $60 a year, sure, I can play whatever I want. That's fine by me.
Yeah, and then that's the biggest thing too is like GameFly is probably like above the curve too. Like they have like their whole subscription service, and I think it costs like 55 cents a day to play some of these fucking video games.
Sure.
But then again, you get games like Mortal Kombat 11 where it's like, yeah, you can spend 55 cents for each day for 10 days, but within 10 days you've only played like 1% of the video game because you got to spend more money to actually even enjoy the fucking thing. So it's like now they're starting to find ways to kind of counter that fucking thing. And it's just kind of like there's always another obstacle to get through, and it's like I just wish video games can just get fun and easy to absorb again, and it's hard to. It's like every time I try to chomp down and fucking like, eat this shit, it's like, oh, gross.
Again, it's something that Ruthless was talking about on one of his podcasts, ARPG. Check it out on our Facebook page. You'll be able to see them. They're talking about like how games kind of are sold, like how the content, because like I don't really think games are harder to absorb nowadays. I think that games